Hi, this is Frank, and welcome to the channel.
W8KVX, NATO QP, Ron John. Good evening and welcome, calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night VHF net. My name is Pat. My call sign is November 8 Oscar Quebec Papa. But for the purposes of this net, we'll be using the club call of Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. All traffic will go through net control, and since emergency traffic can pop in here at any time, please allow small breaks so that any of that traffic can get in. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information, and to keep club members and the amateur radio public up to date on club happenings and club meetings, and to enhance and of course to enhance the net operating practices. You don't have to be a member of our club to check in, and you don't need. As long as you're somewhere in the vicinity of this repeater, you're welcome to check in. No membership is required, and your check-ins are always welcome. This net meets every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. local time. We will start with announcements. I've got a couple, and then ask for check-ins from any managers or club members who have announcements of general interest to our net and the amateur radio community. Once that is complete, I'll take regular check-ins. Please give me your call and repeat it phonetically, followed by your name. All check-ins are complete. I will close the net after repeating the announcements. The announcements. We weren't going to have a meeting tomorrow night, but as far as the field day meeting, I think we need to really do another one to make sure we've got this down and everybody's on the same page. So I've called a field day meeting for tomorrow night at 7:30 on Zoom. I'll post a link in the CFARC page, or in the, oh man, I got to get out of that. I'll post it on the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club webpage, and if anybody needs it, they can just PM me at gururetired@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link that way. Okay, as far as other announcements, we do have Winter Field Day coming up this weekend. If you're interested in participating, which I even had somebody today call and tell me they would like to come out for a while. If you'd like to get into it, please let us know, and we will get you on the contacts and everything like that, and we'll get you so that you can get into the meeting. And lastly but not leastly, our dues for the club start February 1st. Dues are due on that day. $20 gets you pretty much a year per person, and there's family discounts, and if you're under 18, there is no dues for you. You just have to sign the application. I think that's all the announcements I've got. Is there anybody manager-wise or member-wise that would like to give us an announcement that they have? If so, please call W8CRC. Okay, I do have a trivia question tonight to try to bring some people out of the woodwork here. I know you're listening. My trivia question is, what was the first family TV show where the family actually owned a computer? This is a good question. When you hear the answer to this, if you don't know it, you're going to go, oh, wow. So, quick trivia question is, like I said, what was the first family and family TV show to ever own a computer on their show? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take check-ins now. We'll take a few at a time, and if you brain fart here, sorry about that. If you'd like to check in, please call W8CRC.
W8CRC, Whiskey 8, Whiskey Lima Bravo, Bill and Elliot. Kilo Alpha 8 Bravo, Sierra Alpha, Keith and Elliot.
Okay, slow down, W8, or WB. I know, I got Bill, and I got Keith. HBSA. All right, any more want to check in at this time?
W8CRC, this is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG, Nicanorville, in and out tonight.
So you don't want to hang in for the trivia question, Nick?
I would, but I've got a club net to get ready for over here, and I've got a log for it, and Newsline is going on, and a couple other things. But I wanted to get over here and show some support tonight again, so here I am. KD8SLG, thanks.
Thanks, and thank you for checking in with us, Nick. A pleasure to have you sitting here, sir. Have a good time on the other one. All right, anybody else want to check in before we go back to the top?
Hey, Pat. Dan in Peninsula, KD8CXF, Kilo Delta 8 Zulu X-Ray Foxtrot.
X-Ray Foxtrot. Give me the prefix of that again.
Kilo Delta 8 Zulu X-Ray Foxtrot. I'm trying out a new antenna on my HD. Hopefully it sounds good.
I wonder I don't recognize you. What's the name over there? ZXF?
Dan in Peninsula. I'm Steve's son-in-law, KD8ZXF.
Oh, no wonder I didn't recognize you. Yeah, you sound good, Dan. It's making a trip. All right, let's go back to the top here since it seems to have thinned out. WLB, anything for the net? And you want to take a guess at the trivia?
I don't have any amateur-related ideas. Most of mine are quite professional, thank you. And my answer to the trivia question, probably the Munsters. That's my pat answer to everything.
Okay, thank you, sir. You'll hang until the end of the net here. You'll find out. I can't tell you if you're right or wrong, but we'll tell you at the end of the net here. Keith, BSA, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. Ain't been a great day for the Melvin household. Lost my mom today to Alzheimer's. Fortunately, she went peaceful. Thank you in advance for any comments on that. As far as the trivia questions, since he said the Munsters, I gotta say the other show, Addams Family. That's all I have. Back to you, Pat. KA8BSA.
Okay, thank you, Keith. Well, it's kind of makes me wonder, is that just because those shows are old? Wow. Anyway, Nick was in and out, I think, and ZXF, Dan, got an answer to the trivia question and anything for the net?
I was going to guess Lost in Space. I don't know. I just assumed they had a computer. All I have for the net is my wife gave me a form to fill out so we can join your club. And just today, another day, a long day of me talking on the radio doing air traffic control. So what's a little more radio tonight?
If you want to, if you're coming to the field day site, if you want to just wait until Saturday to give that to me, it's fine. Either way, either that, mail it in, whatever.
I think my brother-in-law Mike would probably beat me up if I don't show up at least for a little bit.
Okay, either way it works. Anything else for us?
Just that my guess is Lost in Space. I don't know.
That's a good answer. But I'm not going to say either way. All right, anybody else want to check in to our net? Please call W8CRC.
Ski Delta 8, Bravo, Quebec, Sierra, Steve in Cuyahoga Falls.
Good evening, Steve. I'm writing your name as we speak. All right, any answer for the trivia question and anything for the net?
Wow, trivia question, no, I've been trying to rack my brains. I don't know, can't think of one. How about I Dream of Jeannie? How about that? I also have some information on Starlink. I just happen to get interested in that, and I just wondered if anybody knows or knew that as of July of last year, they put 4,519 satellites up into orbit that are not quite all operational, but they almost are. And they launch about 60 at a time, which I didn't realize that either. And for a total, they happen to be wishing for 42,000 satellites in orbit.
That's an awful lot of stuff circling the Earth.
And you know, you gotta wonder how much he paid. I'm not even going there. That's too much for this net.
Yeah, I even looked up the price on how much it would cost to get internet, which they want somewhere around, I think, $600 for the equipment and $99 a month. But I guess if you're out in the boonies, and that's the only way you can get it, I guess that's not too bad.
I'll tell you, one of the first internet, satellite internet companies that I ever knew of was Hughes. And I saw an advertisement for them the other day that they're actually offering the satellite internet with almost a gig download. I don't know where they're getting it from. It might be that Starlink thing. But interesting stuff.
Yeah, Starlink's not anywhere near that fast. I saw that at one time, and I can't remember, but I think it's less than 200 megabytes, or right around there anyhow, per second. So that's not anywhere near what you can get through fiber optic or whatever on earthbound stuff. So at any rate, that's all I got, Pat. Back to net. WD8BQS is listening.
All right, don't forget the meeting tomorrow night. I'll post the link in the Facebook group. Anybody else want to check in, please call W8CRC.
KD8, CXE, Mike and Talmadge, Kilo Delta 8, Zulu X-Ray Echo.
Evening, Mike. What's going on?
Oh, not too much. Thinking about your trivia question. I was going to say leave it to Beaver. I'm going way back in my Nick at Night TV watching, trying to rack my brain. So I guess I'll say America's favorite old school family, Ward and the gang there. Looking forward to field day on Saturday.
Yeah, we are too. I was just getting things prepared. Probably tomorrow I'm going to open the laptop up and get the latest and greatest N1MM. I got to get that working. But we'll get there. I think it's going to be fun. I was hoping the weather was going to be a little warmer. But what the heck, we'll be inside anyway.
Yep, we got a few heaters for out in the barn, and I'll take this weekend over last weekend's temperature for sure.
Better believe that.
So I think Dan will make an appearance. My dad will be there. So we should be in good shape. I think my dad picked up that antenna as well.
That's one of the things I want to take and talk about tomorrow night. I want to make sure that we're not going to have too many of one and not enough of the other. But I actually heard from an old friend of mine this afternoon. He said he'd probably stop out in the afternoon tomorrow or Saturday to just check us out. He's actually considering coming to our club too. Be kind of fun.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, I'll be standing by here listening. So KD8ZXE, back to the net.
All right, Mike. Have a good afternoon and evening, sir. We will chat with you later on. This is W8CRC looking for check-ins. If you'd like to check in with us, please call.
W8SEG, Nick in Akron.
W8S, question mark.
Sierra Echo Golf, Whiskey 8 Sierra Echo Golf.
And the name.
Nick, your neighbor, a couple doors away.
Nick, where you been?
Last week was absolutely awful for work, so I was either working 12 hours or sleeping 10 hours.
You gonna join us Saturday? I hope.
I I should be out there. I got to double check with my friend to make sure she can watch any kids who don't want to come out, and then I should be out.
Great. We're going to need, I think initially we're going to probably need help with the setup and tear down, but you're welcome to stay or come out and stay anytime you want. But I'm not sure exactly how long we're going to run. I'd like to see it all night, but I'm not going to sit out there by myself all night. I'll tell you that much. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, if you need anything, just let me know. We'll see about taking care of it. We will talk to you. W8SEG. I got to get used to that call sign from W8CRC. We're going to go move on here. If you'd like to check into our net, please call W8CRC. W8CRC. Sorry about that.
Forget the trivia.
Anybody else with the trivia? The trivia question was, I'll read it again or say it again. What was the first family on TV to use and own a home computer? We've got some good guesses here. It's stuff I would have probably never come up with, especially like Lost in Space. But if you have a guess, you want to check in, please call W8CRC.
Hi, Pat. This is KD8VLT, Mary Kate, and Peninsula.
You were a little late. Was that Mary Kate?
Yes, that's Mary Kate, KD8VLT, Peninsula.
Okay, KD8. Give me the rest of it again. Sorry about that. I was squinting my ear.
Zulu Lima Tango.
Zulu Lima Tango. Okay, got that. What's going on?
I'm just doing laundry. I don't have a guess for the trivia question. Just listening to everybody else's.
Hey, hope to see you Saturday, and if you want to check in with, if Dan's going to be in the Zoom meeting tomorrow night, he's more than welcome. Y'all are. But thanks for checking in with us. And I'd say enjoy the laundry, but I wouldn't mean it. Have a good evening.
Have a good night. I wouldn't enjoy it anyway.
Okay, anybody else want to check in with us before we close this up? I have to go through the regular meeting announcements. Anybody else want to check in? Please call. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Remember, there's a Winter Field Day meeting tomorrow night at 7:30. Remember that dues are due. And remember that Winter Field Day is Saturday starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and runs until 2 o'clock Sunday. We're actually doing a site. If you want information on that, get a hold of me after the net and I'll tell you how to get there. That's about. If anybody else want to check in, last minute check in here before I do the trivia? Okay, hearing nothing, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things after the trivia. The trivia question was, who was the first family on television, on a series, to actually own a home computer? The answer, and there was one person that got it, and I don't know how, I'm not sure how he got this, but that was Keith. The answer was the Addams Family. In fact, I got a little thing here I'll read you. Where I find it, that is. Back there. Hang on.
OQP K8BSA, you still there?
Yeah, go ahead, Keith.
Okay, I had to run upstairs. My mother-in-law got here with food. What was the answer to the question?
You're the only one that got it right, and that was the Addams Family. Nice guess. The thing that I was going to read on this is, you may need this for an answer for Jeopardy someday. The Addams Family was the first family TV show to have a home computer. A couple of years later, Bruce Wayne would also utilize the Bat computer in the Batcave, but the first family PC ever seen was on the TV show, and it was called the Univac on the Addams Family. How about that?
You know, somewhere I remember hearing Univac. I didn't know what it was called. But I do remember hearing that name somewhere.
I haven't closed the net here yet, so give me a second here. The Univac you're probably thinking of Keith, that was on the Jetsons. They used the same name.
Okay, I'll let you close the net.
Okay, any other check-ins before we get out of here? If not, I'm going to go close things up here. Okay, hearing nothing. In preparing to close this net, I'd like to thank all of you who took the time to join us and check in for tonight's net. Without your participation, there would be no net. This is what, I think the 8th or 9th week in a row now. Working on almost 2 months. This has been N8OQP. My name is Pat. And it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will close the net with, looks like about 9 check-ins. With nine check-ins, and I'll return the repeater to normal and customary amateur use. This is Whiskey 8, Romeo Charlie Romeo, closing the net at, looks like 7:28. Y'all have a good week. Hopefully see you for the wonderful thing, and talk to you then. 7-3.